Today marks a truly seminal milestone in American history. On March 4, 1865, from the steps of the Capitol, the newly re-elected 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, gave what he considered his greatest speech, his second inaugural address to the nation, 150 years ago today. Re-elected during the last months of the Civil War, Lincoln faced the delicate challenge of balancing the war-weary nation's competing desires of punishing the Confederacy and reconciling with their fellow countrymen. Instead of the bluster and bravado one might expect of a victor, his speech bridged the divide with humility, remorse, and a determination to unite the country and end slavery. Lincoln was adamant that slavery must be wiped out at all costs, saying of the war, "If God wills that it continue until all the wealth piled by the bondsman's 250 years of unrequited toil shall be sunk, and until every drop of blood drawn with the lash shall be paid by another drawn with the sword, as was said 3,000 years ago, so still must be said, the judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether." While fiercely opposed to slavery, Lincoln surprised many with his message of forgiveness between the North and South, concluding his speech by saying, "With malice towards none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right, let us strive to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for him who shall have borne the battle and for his widow and his orphan, and to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations." Tragically for our nation, Lincoln would become the first assassinated president, killed by a Southern sympathizer only 6 weeks later. But to the nation, his just and fair words were more powerful than an assassin's bullet, and they remain forever enshrined here in this memorial as a call for reconciliation, goodwill, and American ideals.